Yo everyone, and welcome to another video. So before we get started, don't forget to smash the like button, drop a comment down below and subscribe to the channel as always, because today we're going to be talking about push training. So push training consists of training your chest, your shoulders and your triceps. So in this video I'm going to run you through what I do in my workout, the reps, the sets and which part of the muscles you're hitting during the exercises. So I'll see you lot in a sec. Yeah, so the current workout split that I've been doing is a push, pull, legs, and then a chest and arms, a back and shoulders, and a leg session, plus your rest day at the end. So that means that on a Monday morning, the session that I'll be doing would be a push session, which, as I said in the intro, includes of a chest workout, shoulder workout, and tricep workout. Yeah, so when I'm starting off with a push workout, the usual first exercise that I like to do is going to be a bench press, because when you start your session, you're the most freshest, your muscles aren't feeling fatigued, you're ready to go and lift heavy weights on the bench press, whether that's an incline bench press, a flat bench press. I don't really mess with decline bench press, but obviously if you want to include that, you can do. Whether you're doing dumbbells or barbell, I don't really mind doing either or, but say if I do dumbbells on incline, then I will do barbell on flat, vice versa. Another thing would be, there is many studies shown out there as well that a dumbbell bench press does activate and recruit more muscle fibers than a barbell bench press. Yeah, so the first exercise I like to do in my push workout is a bench press. The reason for this is being that I'm feeling most freshest at the start of the session, I'm not feeling fatigued, and I'm ready to go and lift a heavy weight. At the minute, I'm not doing a strength program, so my reps are higher than usual. So with usual workouts, I'm going to be hitting around 12 reps. On bench press, I'm going to be going around 8 to 10 for my first exercise. So my first exercise I've put up on screen now is an incline dumbbell press. So for this one I had 30 kg per arm, 30 kg dumbbells in each hand, going for around 8 to 10 reps. Yeah, so with this exercise, what I like to do before I get set on the bench, I like to lift my shoulders up, push them back, and then dropping down to set into position. This keeps your scapula pinned back, and then it's just focusing on your chest to do the work. You also want to keep your elbows tucked in, so when you're pressing up, it's focusing straight on these muscle fibers in the upper part of your chest. Yeah, so moving on to the second exercise, it's going to be a shoulder press. So in this movement, you're going to be targeting your front delt. You're going to be wanting to pin your shoulders back, again, pressing from this position. But when you do get to the top, don't just come halfway down to here and push back up, because that's where it gets easier. What you want to do is you want to have full range of motion, and that's why if people are doing half reps, that's why your first one's always the hardest, because you're coming from the bottom starting position, which is obviously the full range of motion, which is going to be the hardest. So what I like to do is, when you've got the dumbbells in your hand, if you just press up to the top, what I usually do is feel them come down, and when the dumbbells touch my shoulders, and then I'll push back up to the top. So yeah, that's the second exercise, and you can see it on the video. Yeah, so now moving on to the third exercise, where we're going to be focusing on your triceps. So I'll throw the video up on screen of the exercise I was doing, and in this exercise you really want to be squeezing at the bottom of the movement and controlling it on the eccentric movement back up. So if you're strong on the way down, hold at the bottom of the movement and then just slowly come back up when again you're pushing down at the bottom of the movement. I've done a video about this on my Instagram, but I do believe the rope is the best attachment to do for a tricep push down. Reasoning being, again, when you're training your triceps, your actual alignment of your wrist doesn't change anything. You can see it changing my bicep, but your alignment of your wrist doesn't change anything in your tricep. But when your hands are in a position like this, if you can see, when your hands are in a position like this, your mechanical load is a lot better than if it was in an underhand grip. That's why you can either do it like this with a rope, or you can get another extension when you're holding it, maybe in a V-bar when you're holding it like this. It's just better because you're able to load up your triceps a lot more than you would be in an underhand grip. Yeah, so the way I like to structure my workout is going from chest to shoulders to triceps, and then just repeating that and going back round. Alternatively, what you can do is do chest, 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 shoulders, 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 and then finish off with your triceps. It's completely up to you, but I like to do it this way, just so I'm getting the rest in between each set and the muscles can get a bit of a breather before going on to the next exercise. Yeah, so moving on to the fourth exercise, now we're back on chest. So this machine is one of my favourite machines at the gym, and it's the pec deck. With the pec deck, what you want to do is really focus on the form. There's no point in getting on the machine and lifting the whole rack and just squeezing there, hunching your back over, hunching your shoulders over, because anyone can hold that type of weight in that position. What you really want to do is focus on your form. Again, roll your shoulders back, pin them down. Again, good form, squeeze out, contract in the middle when you're holding it, and then just slowly release and come back out. There's no point lifting heavy weights. Don't ego lift in the gym. If you can't lift the weights with good form, don't lift the weights. Just drop the weight down and lift with good form. Yeah, so your shoulder is split into 3 different parts. You've got your rear section, you've got your lateral section, you've got your frontal section. So in your frontal section, you're targeting that by lifting in exercises such as the shoulder press we did in the second exercise. You've got an Arnold press you could do, a military press you could do. All of them target the front delt. Your front delt can also be used, well, it's not predominantly used, but it does come into effect when doing chest as well. To target your lateral section of your delt, this is the exercise we're going to focus on next. And with your rear delt, the thing is about rear delt, I train my rear delt on a different day that I do with my lateral side and my frontal side, because it's a more of a pulling movement. So I'll train my rear delt on pull day with back and biceps. Yeah, so now moving on to focus on the lateral head. So the movement we're going to do now is called a lateral raise, and you'll be able to see the video of me doing it in this video. So I'm going to give you a few tips on how to do this exercise and how to benefit most from it. So firstly, I want you to really focus on lifting and thinking about lifting from your elbow rather than your hand. When you do this, you're going to really feel and really focus on the mind-muscle connection between your mind, obviously, and your shoulder and your elbow. So rather than lifting with your hand and trying to use momentum, if you really focus on thinking about lifting with your elbow, you'll really feel the tension. As you lift up to here, you'll really feel the tension on your lateral head rather than just throwing it up. Another tip would be, really don't care about the weight you're lifting. Whether you're lifting 2.5 kg, whether you're lifting 10 kg, don't go and pick up the 20 kg dumbbells if you can't do it. Don't go and pick up the 15 kg if you can't do it. Don't pick the 10 up if you can't do it. Don't be afraid to go and pick the 2.5s, the 5s, and just really focus and have good form when doing the exercise, because ego lifting is not going to get you anywhere in the gym. Yeah, so in the first tricep exercise, we targeted the long head of the triceps. With this, we were doing a tricep push down with the rope, but you've got 2 other parts of your triceps which you need to focus on, this being the medial head and the lateral head. So to focus on these 2, we're going to be doing an exercise called skull crushers, but it's quite hard to isolate them and work the medial head separately and the lateral head separately, so working them both together in this movement. Alternatively, you could try a close grip bench press or a tricep push down in order to focus on these areas if you do find skull crushers to be quite awkward on your wrist, because some people do have wrist pain when doing a skull crusher. So you'll be able to see the video up on the screen now. What you want to do is really focus on tucking your elbows in and not having them flared out. Because if they're flared out, you obviously you could injure your elbow, and the tension on your triceps isn't going to be as apparent if the elbows were just tucked in to your side and then pushing back up. Yeah, so the next exercise is going to be dips, and with the dips you can do either weighted dips or body weight dips, and they're going to be targeting the long head of your tricep and the lower portion of your chest. With this exercise, you want to engage your core and have a slight lean forward when you're at the bar in order to activate the lower part of your chest, and then push up straight to the top and then slowly lower yourself back down to just below 90 degrees. Yeah, so now moving on to the second to last exercise, and one of my personal favourites to do is going to be a Smith machine shoulder press. So with this one, seriously, it's one of the best shoulder exercises you can do, and if you haven't done it, go to the gym now and do it. So with this one, you really want to just focus on going till failure. You're on a Smith machine, so you've got the assistance there. The bars aren't going to drop on you. Seriously, go till failure on this one. So you're going to start off in this position, again raise up to the top. Don't lock your elbows out, because you want to keep your tension on your shoulders the whole time. This exercise is going to be working your frontal delt again. So then come back down to the bottom slowly, and when you reach around here, explore back up to the top and repeat the movement until you go till failure. Obviously it's a Smith machine, so if you do go till failure, you can just clip the bars back on and slide out from under it. So yeah, that's one of my favourite shoulder exercises, and I would definitely recommend throwing that into your workout routine. Yeah, so this is a bit strange because I am leaving barbell bench press till last, but the last exercise is going to be barbell bench press. So with this one, I would usually do barbell bench press first, and the reasoning being as I said at the start of the video, you're less fatigued, you're fresh, you're ready to go to lift heavy weights. But on the barbell bench press today, I'm not going to be lifting heavy weights. I'm going to use it as kind of a burnout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, well, I'll show you the video now. You can probably see the video on the screen already. So you can see 20 kg aside, going for 3 sets of 12 just at the end of my workout to really feel that pump in my chest and get the muscle activation, the muscle fibers fired up. Yeah, so that is my usual push workout routine. There's a few exercises I didn't include, such as frontal raises, military press, single arm tricep extensions, but you can throw them into a workout and try and implement some of the workouts that I do into your exercise routine. And one recommendation I would use in throwing into your workout would definitely be the Smith machine shoulder press, because you will seriously thank me for it. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, as always, don't forget to smash the like button and comment down below, and I'll see you lot later this week. Today we're going to be talking about push training. So push training